Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research time for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have a versus video between two fragrances that are quite well received in the fragrance community. These two are alternative to Creed Aventus slash Hachivat Nishane, and few people ask me now, can you make a video, what's the difference between these two? So on my left we have, or on your right, we have Rasasi Hawas Black 100 ml. Eau de Parfum in the United Kingdom. You can find it around £50. On my right or your left we have Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense Extrait de Parfum 100 ml United Kingdom. Again, you can find it for around £50. So in terms of price, they are very similar. In terms of the presentation, although the bottles are very good and they both, there is not much you can choose between them, but in terms of box, Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense is much higher quality. So if you care about presentation, especially the box, when the people have it in their hand and they open it, that is much more impressive. Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense. On the other hand, Rasasi Hawas, the box is very simple, but the bottle is quite nice. It's heavy cap, and it looks good in the hand and eye as well. So in terms of presentation, very similar, but I give it a little bit better into Afnan. In terms of quality of the juice, they are very similar to each other. I would say 95% similarity in between these two. But again, Afnan Supremacy Intense, to my nose, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, is a little bit better blended, is a little bit better quality in here. Again, not much between them, maybe 5-10% in terms of quality. So they are similar to in that range. In terms of performance, again, Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense wins. My skin, Afnan goes over 10 hours, T-shirt goes over 12 hours. With Rasasi, on my skin goes over 6 hours, on T-shirt goes over 8 hours. So, and what I have in front of me is the bottles I have. Rasasi, I bought it a few weeks ago. Afnan is about 2 years old. So it could be that it's macerated or maturated more and stayed in the bottle longer, so that's why it performs better. So always bear that in mind. But again, Afnan Supremacy Intense, Not Only Intense, it wins in this category. In terms of smell itself, or in terms of the difference is very minute. Again, very similar profile, Creed Aventus slash Hachivat by Nishane. They are very close to, both of these are closer to Hachivat rather than Creed Aventus, but you can still smell Creed Aventus in here as well. And to my nose, again, Afnan Supremacy Intense, Not Only Intense, is better quality, better blended, and also smells better. Smells a little bit darker, and it smells smokier, it smells leatherier. Rasasi is very close again between these two in terms of smell profile. They are 95% close, and they both are around 90 to 95% close to the Nishane Hachivat slash Creed Aventus as well. But I prefer, personally, Afnan Not Only Intense for my taste, for my age, for my experience. So not much between them. When they opened up both quite fruity, quite citrusy, and also a little bit of that floral to them, and also they're both a little bit smoky. But when they dry down, the Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense a little bit smokier, stays smokier than the Rasasi Hawas Black. But overall, they are very close to each other. Again, I prefer Afnan Not Only Intense myself, because again, it's better blended, better quality of ingredients in here, When I'm talking about these things, I'm talking about 5 to 10% difference. Okay, it's not a huge difference. It's not a massive difference. On in the air, probably it won't make that much a difference overall. But when you dig your nose to it and you're looking for things, there are some subtle differences. So overall, I prefer Afnan Not Only Intense in terms of presentation, in terms of bottle, in terms of performance, in terms of smell, in terms of quality, and in terms of the blend, in terms of the perfumery, everything. I prefer Afnan Not Only Intense myself personally. Again, the difference is between 5 to 10%, not much, okay? But Rasasi Hawas Black itself is very nice on its own. Beautiful fragrance, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad fragrance, it's a very, very nice fragrance. I enjoy it to the max. The only thing is, if you put these two together and then you see some subtle differences, but overall I prefer Afnan Not Only Intense. So if you are stuck between these two and you don't know which one to go for, you have to know which one is better for your taste, for your application, and also for your bank, for your for money. If you see both of these and you're not sure, go with the one that is cheaper and easier in your area to get, because again, at the end of the day, the differences are very small, about 5 to 10% overall. But if you find Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense similar price to Rasasi, I recommend Afnan Not Only Supremacy Not Only Intense over Rasasi. But if Rasasi is cheaper, say about 10 to 20% cheaper, then it becomes a little bit more viable. So at the end of the day, they are very, very similar to each other. Yeah, very similar profile. They both got a little bit of booziness to them, which is amazing. And they both are in the base of very leathery, patchouli, and oak mossy, and all those good things are in here. So my recommendation for me, for myself, Afnan Not Only Supremacy Not Only Intense is overall a better fragrance. But again, if you find them cheaper, if you find Rasasi Hawas Black cheaper, then it become viable as well. Okay, guys, if you have them, if you know them, oh, in terms of application, they're both very, very versatile. You can dress them down. Although they're both very, very opulent, so they are both better suited for going out, for special occasion, for evening, for formal occasion, special for close encounter, dating, things like that. But because the price is right under £50, you can wear them anytime you want. In terms of age, both of these are, I would say, 25 and older to be on the safe side, although the DNA in here are quite friendly, but there are some aspect to them, like oak moss, like the smokiness, like the leatheriness, and all these things making it a little bit on the mature side. So I would say 25 and up to be in the safe side. In terms of gender, they're both quite masculine, but there is nothing uber masculine in here. If you're a lady and you like this kind of fragrances, you can easily wear them as well. And in terms of season, they are all year round. They're Swiss Army knife. You can use them in summer, in winter, unless it's a very, very high heat. Then they could be cloying. But if it's not too hot, you can both be applied in summer as well as winter and autumn and spring. So they are very, very versatile in that term. The ratio for what you pay and what you get in these two are very, very good, because they both are inspired by fragrances that are £300 each. So Nishani Hachivat is about £300 and Creed Event is about £300. So you're paying less than £50 for that. They both are very, very good value for money for what you pay and what you get. Okay, guys. If you have them, if you know them, if you try them, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. If you are interested to purchase one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. There are true handmade perfumes for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. They're all to be smooth, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They smell great and they are very artistic, very unique. And I put more than 60% perfume, pure perfume oils in my perfumes which are unheard of, and that makes them very strong performer and strong in terms of personality. Leave them in the link as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.